Hey all, happy full moon in Scorpio. We're going to do a quick spread here because I am behind. I promised the earth signs that I would read for them and I am once again delayed. But I wanted to do a reading for the full moon. I already pulled the spread because I'm working with a time crunch. So we're looking at 3 different positions. The first one is what is fading, or if you prefer, what is dying. The second is what is blooming, because this is the full flower moon. So we're talking about blooms, right? We're talking about spring, life. So what's blooming? And finally, I got a bunch of cards for this one, but basically they all say the same thing to me. What is being illuminated? All right, we'll get to that. At the end, I will pull some oracles to top it all off to get us extra messages. But this is pretty straightforward to me already. So I'm using 2 different decks here. We're working with the Naked Heart Tarot. It felt right for a Scorpio moon. So what is fading or what is dying? We get the 3 of Cups clarified by the card of I have permission. And this is from the Personal Power Oracle deck. Obviously, I feel like we're dealing with some friendships here. Some elements of asking for permission, of being afraid to go against the grain, right? To me, the full moon, but Scorpio as well, is very much about authenticity. It's not being afraid to be different, not being afraid to go your own way. Scorpio can be sort of like the lone wolf, right? The dark horse. So, in Scorpio, as an energy, is not afraid to confront the darkness, right? To confront the dark things like death. So I think here with what's ending or what's dying, it could be definitely like associations. I know there's a lot of turmoil going on for a lot of us right now as we sort of grovel with our moral beliefs and our values and how they line up with the people around us and who we associate with. And in, some places, for a lot of people, it's a time of scarce resources. So we really have to look at like what we're contributing to, like what we're giving our energy to, what we're supporting. And I feel like the overall arching energy here is basically just saying that, you don't need anybody's permission to go your own way, to do your own thing, to be true to yourself. And again, on a mundane level, for some of you, there could be something here, obviously about third-party situations, or this could even be like work or like a job context, but certain elements of your life that are interfering with your own freedom, with your own ability to follow your own path, making you feel like restricted, like you have an overlord of some sort that you need permission from. So that's the heavy sense I'm getting there. Most heavily, though, I'm picking up on like friendships and associations and feeling like maybe there's a clash, or maybe you are against the grain in some ways, and just realizing that, you don't have to live by anybody else's laws, rules. And you don't have to continue to associate with people who don't line up with who you are or where you want to go, right? Who you want to be. So then we move over to what is blooming. And this is beautiful and kind of funny to me. We're getting the Naked Heart, which is a special card in this deck. I bookmarked it. We'll look at it in 1 second. And it's clarified by I am supported. Yes. And immediately this flows for me because I feel like this first pile here, what's dying, I feel like it's very much about authenticity, about having the courage to be yourself, having the courage to perhaps open up and be vulnerable. I'm getting heavy vulnerability on this card. So maybe if you're surrounded by people who make you feel restricted, who make you feel like you can't be honest, like you can't be open, like you can't be yourself, or like you can't reveal some type of heavy truth about who you are or what you've been through, I feel like this is about finding that place, okay? This could be in therapy, this could be online, this could be with just like-minded people, like a support group or something. And I feel like that is what is blooming right now. And this is hard for me to put into words what I feel on this card. But it feels very brave and very real, right? And with this I am supported card, it's telling me that there's going to be spaces for you to really be that and be supported, right? And have people who are not going to ridicule you. I did see, that's funny, when I was shuffling for this spread, the Judgment card popped out in reverse, and I made a note of it and I put it back as I usually do. I also got the Strength card coming out, and I feel like that's so funny. It's like a little secret message to me. I feel like I'm connecting with a person or a group of people who are feeling judged, who are feeling ridiculed, or just apprehensive about expressing themselves in some way or revealing some type of truth, I feel. And the task here is to let people, places, and things that make you feel that way go. Like, let them fade out. Don't choose them. Like, stop choosing those things and reach out and look for environments and opportunities. I feel like these are opportunities, okay? I feel like these are people coming in. I feel like these are little, like, messages. It could be like little things you see on the internet, right? Safe spaces that are going to appear. And that's exactly how things happen, right? We let go of things and it makes space on this weird cosmic level. Other things that we need then are free to creep in. And I feel like that's what's happening here. So let's look at this Naked Heart card, because it does have a special little, annotation in the book here. And it says the card's about connection, purpose, and higher self. The message, it says, is I radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that I need at this time to stay in alignment with my path. The universe is highlighting my gifts and asking me to trust myself and my intuition. As I listen to what my heart needs, my natural essence comes forth to be nurtured, and I innately connect with my calling and purpose. Comparing myself to others does not serve me and will only knock me out of my flow. Yeah, see? That 3 of Cups. I was given the exact proportion of amazing, otherwise I would not exist. My path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. When I shine bright, I am the spark to someone else's light, and I inspire others. That's such a beautiful message. Okay, I'm going to read the rest. It says, crystal recommendation, Aqua Aura Quartz. And it says, Luna Moth whispers, you are brave and beautiful. Fly out of the darkness and into your light. And the reverse message, I don't think we need this, but the reverse message is, I ask myself, is my ego leading my path instead of my heart? Yeah, absolutely. Once again, I don't think I have much to add to that. We've already covered it. It's about following your heart, right? And there are people, there are places, there are jobs that we just immediately know aren't aligned with us, and it's not a part of following our heart or following our path, right? They're just things we do or people we talk to, and it's not really for our highest good, right? So moving along to what is being illuminated. So first we're getting the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords, pretty clear already to me, but for consistency I clarified and I got I am ready, which is exactly what I feel like these cards are saying. I am wild and free. And I follow my heart. Did we not just talk about this? And look how they both have a literal heart, an anatomical heart. She's holding it blindfolded and saying she's following it. And here, these decks have nothing to do with each other. It's amazing to me. And yeah, so Four of Swords, Six of Swords, I feel like you've done the healing. You've done the introspection, right? You've taken the time. And you're ready now to move on. You're ready to swim away from some sort of situation that maybe you were thinking on. I mean, this could be something painful. We do have the Three of Swords up here, which is kind of making me feel like it could be something pretty heavy. But it could be as simple as like gossip and betrayal, something like this, that you've been sort of sitting on, that you've been ignoring, that you've been kind of sweeping under the rug or making excuses for people, perhaps. And I feel like it's time to really get honest and real about what's going on there, right? Judgment in reverse. I know I didn't take it and you didn't see it come out because I hadn't started the camera yet. But I feel that heavy here. I feel that heavy. Like there are people around you or just environments, like a cultural work, you know, a workplace culture that is toxic. And I feel like you've been making excuses for it or trying to, you know, gaslight yourself to believe that it's not what you intuitively know that it is, right? So yeah, what's being illuminated is that you need to cut your losses on something. You've thought about it long enough. You've ruminated on it long enough. You've healed. I feel like that's important here. You've healed from something. And it's like at this point, you're just holding yourself back from leaving it all behind, right? And you see this, I love this. This is amazing to me. How this turtle, it's like as it swims up, right? More aligned with its higher self, more aligned with truth. As it swims up, it turns rainbow. See? I love that. But yeah, and these cards, I mean, to me, these cards in a lot of ways say the same thing, but the I am ready card cracked me up because that's exactly what I'm getting off the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords. It's like you are ready. You are ready. You might be hiding your face. You might not want to face it, right? You might be scared, but it's really true. It's time to move on from something. Okay? And to me, I mean, I know this isn't universal because I'm, because I'm weird. I'm not normal. I know this. But this really is the feeling that I get. Like, I love leaving. I said this in another reading. I don't remember when. It was a while back now, but I love leaving. And it could be just all the Sagittarius I have in my chart. Okay? Because I have a heavy 9th house. But leaving makes you feel free. Leaving makes you feel empowered. Whenever you walk away from a bad relationship or a bad friendship or anything, you just get yourself out of something that's making you feel restricted, making you feel ridiculed, even if it's not outright, right? I feel like this is sort of subtle. Like there's subtle jabs going on here. There's subtle like put downs and things like that going on here. And I just feel like it doesn't matter. The subtlety only shows how cowardly the person who's inflicting this, or doesn't have to be one person, but it only shows the cowardice of those people that they can't outright just say what they mean or say what they think, tell you how they feel about you, right? So set yourself free. I mean, in my opinion, it's an amazing feeling to leave things behind that don't align with you, to leave things behind that restrict you, that aren't authentic to you, to have that courage to follow your heart. It's empowering, okay? And it's addicting. Like once you start, okay, if this is where you're at, once you start doing it, it's like it's an addiction. Like you can't stop being yourself. You can't stop being real. Because that really is like the feeling that this picture is grasping here. Okay, I love this. Let's get an oracle. I think I'll pull from the moon since it's the moon. So here, I'll get the moonology. And then I think I'll pull a Beltane oracle. Can we get one card, please, for the collective, for the full moon in Scorpio? One card, please. Oh, we can never just get one. Energy is gaining momentum. Have faith in your dreams. Yeah, that's always important. The end of its tough cycle approaches. It's full moon in Capricorn. Conclusions are within reach. Those are the cards we're getting. And like I said, I'm going to pull you a Beltane oracle because I have it out here for my sign readings. Can I get one card, please, for the full moon in Scorpio for the collective? All right, I'm not taking off the floor. All right, let me collect off the floor. Okay, so we have card number 44, which was the one I said I wasn't going to take, but okay, so this is Wildcat. Be still and tune in, for there is something afoot lurking alongside you. That's creepy. But I feel like that's what we're talking about here with the 4 swords and the 6 of swords. I feel like you've been still, you've been quiet, right? You've already tuned into something. And you know that there's something lurking, right? I don't think that's a mystery to you. the task is to do something about it. I feel like that's what this reading is calling you to do. Do something about it now, right? Okay, so Green Man, number 15, says, all that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. This sort of gives me Taurus vibes, which is the season that we're in right now. And I like that. But yeah, the message here sort of is about knowing your value. That's exactly what this is. Knowing your value. Knowing that anywhere that rejects you or makes you feel shitty is not somewhere that you need to be. Valuing yourself is about walking away from those people who don't want you there, who make you feel like you aren't wanted there, right? Valuing yourself is knowing that no matter what, when you're true to yourself and honest, it doesn't really matter what other people around you have to say or how they react, because you have that intrinsically within yourself already. You don't need other people's approval. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much. Happy full moon in Scorpio, and I will see you again soon.